out like this. I'm a boss ass bitch, let a bitch throw dirt on my name. I'ma get the bitch right like Chris. Can't stop my drip. I've been flexing on my ass like this. I'ma put it on, no, I'll switch. Put this shit on every day. I got these hoes trying to ride the wave. Yeah, you won't get a Cinderella.
Okay, y'all. So this is the angle that I am going to try to use to get this hair to come out how it should. I'm a little nervous because I've never had to part my own hair, like ever. I've never had to really part my own hair for my own braids, so this is literally my first time. So if I can do it, you can do it. And I got dye on my fingernails, yeah, it's ridiculous, but whatever. So if I can do it, you can do it. So this is how I set up the camera, just so I can be able to see. But I am going to zoom in so I can try to see the LED through the mirror. So it can be like a double mirror so I can see the back of my head, y'all. I can't see the back of my head. I do have two mirrors here, but I can't set it up so that I can see the back of my head. Literally, I'm struggling. So we're gonna try to use the camera. Good thing my camera is charged. So we're gonna try to use the camera and see. So here we go. So that's what this part is looking like so far. So this is what I have so far. So hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel if you like the content that you are viewing. If you're a old subscriber, thank you so much for returning to my channel and tuning into my videos. I'm super grateful to have you. But I never run away, even when I'm away. OT, OT, there's never much love when you go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. So what you see me doing here is going in between the bottom two braids, and I made a braid in the middle for my second layer. This is called brick layering. Brick layering is pretty important if you want your braids to lay between each braid. I noticed that this also helps with gaps. So if your parts are big and you're using a smaller portion of hair and your parts aren't perfect, this can definitely help to fill in gaps so people notice less of the parts and more of the actual braid. And it also makes it really flat when it's laying in between the braid and not on top of the braid. I don't want to spend time fighting. We got no time, and that's why I need a one dance. So I am back the next day, guys. It is Sunday, October 9th. It's 12:12. I just looked at my phone. So this is what we are using. These are the Fox Locks. They are 36 inches. This is in the color burgundy, if I'm not mistaken. The link to the supplier that I use is from Amazon. I will leave the link below for you guys so you guys can purchase your own Fox Locks if you're going to do this style at home as well. And the same thing for the spring twist. The spring twist is 30 inches. And I did get 30 inches because I wanted to wrap the spring twist all the way down the Fox Lock, or at least a good portion of the way down, because I'm going for a distressed, like butterfly kind of lock, but I also don't want it to be too bulky. So hopefully I can figure out the sizing and get the portions right when it comes to using the spring twist hair. I have seen some ladies like taking smaller sections of the spring twist hair, so that's what I'm gonna go for, and hopefully the lock comes out exactly how I want it. I kind of want the roots to be nice and skinny, put together, but I also want the ends to be sort of like a medium distressed, not too distressed but not too perfect looking either. So hopefully I can achieve that. You guys are going to stick around to see. And if you don't want this information, you could just fast forward to the tutorial. But yeah. So also yesterday you guys saw me parting my hair. You guys saw me parting my hair and doing my braids. I really wanted to
work on installing the locks as I was doing the braids, but as I began doing the braids and doing the parting, I was noticing how challenging it was. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and get this whole hair braided up without having to like stop and go. In my opinion, doing the braiding and the parting to get that part out of the way is quicker for me, and then I'll just go back in with the crochet and wrap the twist at the same time. I'll combine that step into one lock. But these are my braids. I did braid the entire hair pretty much. I have 2 rows of hair left to braid. Comment down below, let me know if you guys tried this style. Definitely be sure to let me know. So
I need a one dance, got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go, higher powers taking hold.
So in this section, what you see me doing is going back in and trying to correct this part as much as possible. You also, I edited a lot of footage of me parting out of this video because that would have made it so terribly long. Parting is definitely not the easiest thing for me. This is my first time parting my own hair, so I definitely tried to take my time and make sure that my parts were as clean as I could definitely get them. So this is me just going in and sectioning off the braids, again going in the middle of the previous row, so that these dreads give a stacked look and not stacked look with the brick layering effect and not laying directly on top of each other.
One more time I go, higher powers taking hold. I need a one dance, got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time I go, higher powers taking hold. I need a hanging on my neck, the bracelet matches a set. My brother name is Tina Dollar, stop all that back and forth over the net. My mama wish I would've went corporate, she wish I would've went exec. I still turn to a CEO, so the lifestyle she respect. Ayy, 2 sprinters to Quebec, Cherie ou et mon bec. They only giving niggas +1, so I never pull up to the Met. You know I gotta bring the set, you know I gotta bring the G block, you know I gotta bring the D block, cause you know how sticky it get, ayy. 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 She want me to play with that cat, ayy. She love how I'm making her wet, ayy. You know how sticky it get, ayy. Hey yo, Eric, bring them girls to the stage, cause somebody's getting paid. And free big slime out the cage. Shorty tried to play it cool, but now she wish she would've stayed. Cause every song that I made was ringing like I got engaged. All my guys I wouldn't trade, from the cradle to the grave. Ayy, Porto got me on a wave. And got me on a wave. Couple hits, now you brave. Wait, you niggas better behave. All that pumping up your chest. All that talk about the best. You know.
So in this section, you guys, I'm just admiring my boxes. It definitely took a lot of effort to get my parts somewhat clean as I possibly could. This was definitely my first time parting my own hair, so I think I did a pretty good job for this being my first time. If I could go back and do anything differently, it would be to make my back boxes smaller, but since this took me 3 days because I took so many breaks, I'm kind of happy that my back boxes were as big as they are. So in this clip, you see me going in with my crochet needle, and I'm just attaching the dreads to the crochet needle and pulling it through the braid. And then I take the hair, the braid, and put it through the hole in the dread, and I make a knot, pull it to make a knot, and that's how I attach the dread to the braid. Then I just went around that with some spring twist hair. I crocheted the spring twist hair into my hair at the top of the braid. and I just wrapped it around really tight, as tight as I can get it, and that is how I got my messy lock.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room perfume. Go, go.
So when you go in with your spring twist hair, make sure to keep a finger at the root of the hair and go around the root of the hair about 5 times, just to ensure that the root is nice and tight, unless you prefer a dread that doesn't have as much tension. I tried to make mine pain-free, of course, and they were definitely pain-free. They are pain-free currently, but just be aware of how tight or how loose you want your fox lock to be. Just make it loose enough so that you can move it around at night. It doesn't give you any aches and pains, and you can put it in a bun or a ponytail if you want to. So definitely don't make it too tight, so that's why I say wrap it about 5 times should be good enough, and keeping your finger at the root so it doesn't slide down when you're wrapping it around, that 5 times beginning the lock.
I really hope you play this, cause oh girl, you test my patience with all these seductive photographs and all these one-off vacations you've been taking. Clearly a lot for me to take in, it don't make sense. Young East African girl, too busy fucking with your other man. I was trying to put you on game, but you on a plane, taking your mama to the motherland. I could do it, maybe one day, when you figure out you're gonna need someone. When you figure out it's all right here in the city and you don't run from where we come from. That sound like poetic justice, poetic justice. You were so new to this life, but goddamn you got adjusted. I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to the fun sex, your natural hair and your soft skin and your...
So for the top section, I pretty much did the same thing, the same steps that you saw me do at the back sections. For the top sections, just be mindful of your edges and how tight you wrap these areas. You definitely want to be gentle to your edges and to the finer hair located around your edges. You don't want it to be too tight to where it's just pulling on your hair. When you put it into a ponytail, it's super tight, super uncomfortable. So just be very mindful, very, very mindful, especially around the edges, like how this braid is, to not make this braid or any of the braids around your edges super tight.
Come here home intoxicated. Ooh, so you better take your time. Me, 'cause I remember last time you wouldn't make love to me. Then you fell fast asleep. Wouldn't even talk to me. No. Say I'm so crazy, baby. I'm so crazy. I wanted you to raise my mind. I got the keys. Please, for me. I wanted you to raise my mind. Please, for me. I wanted you to raise my mind. They said you got high as the sky. Up all night just dancing. Oh, I hit you like, please come home to me. Come home to me. But you're not understanding. No, you gon' make me beg.
So hey guys, welcome. If you're still watching, thank you so much for still watching. So it is the next day, y'all. As you all could probably tell, the sun is bright and shining. I am up, ready to finish this style. So I have been working on this for 2 days, y'all. If you don't take as many breaks as I have been taking, because I definitely, when I get tired, I'll rest for real. So I'll take a seat, get something to eat, and take a break. So don't do what I did. If you're trying to get through this process quicker, just push through. But definitely listen to your body too. So anyway, I have the top half to finish on this hairstyle, as you guys can tell. These braids are a little bit smaller, so when I go in at the top on the top section, I'm going to make sure to use tinier pieces of hair. This is the spring twist hair that I have been using, so I'm going to take like smaller portions of this hair when I get to the top, just so the top isn't as bulky as the bigger boxes, because my top boxes are actually pretty smaller. So this is what it's looking like so far. I wasn't installing the lock at the top of the part. I definitely made sure to install the lock in the middle, like right here, if you guys can tell. And I'll try to do it to make it as seamless as possible, but I'm learning to really get it seamless. You really have to twist it really tight. So yeah, be mindful of that. If you're doing this on yourself, you're gonna have to be really twisting the thing tight as hell to get that knot to disappear and to blend in seamlessly. But it pretty much go along with the rest of the dress, so it doesn't really matter that much to me. It looks fine to me. So I'm about to sit down and continue working on this, and I'm gonna let you guys see little clips of me working on some of the top section.
Say my name, those other men are practice. This ain't no time for acting. This ain't no time for games. This ain't no time for uncertainty. This ain't no time for blocking your phone and not coming home and starting some shit. When I'm in the zone, this is what I've been saying. No new friends, no. You know how this shit go. This is not 4 years ago. Time escapes me now. Forget how it felt when this shit moves slow. I come through new whips that make the young boy take the long way home. All my young boys round me scream, get money and fuck these hoes. Where we learn these values, I do not know what to tell you. I'm just trying to find a reason not to go out every evening. I need some.
So once you get a hang of the wrapping, this process is pretty quick if you don't take as many breaks as I did. But honestly, this wasn't a complicated hairstyle for this being my first time doing my own parts. Especially, I'd say that wasn't bad. If I was more experienced, this probably would have been a quicker hairstyle for me, but I feel like I did a good job and I had good timing. So even with all of the breaks that I took, this definitely, it gives your arms a workout. So be prepared for your arms to be just a little tired, especially as I got to the top. My arms was like, alrighty, are we done now? So yeah, this is pretty much how I did these fox locks. I hope you find this video helpful in some way. Thank you.
So hey guys, it is the next day. This is what my hair turned out. So if you all like this video and want to see more videos like it, comment down below, let me know what you guys want to see. If you all are interested, book a reading with me. The link is in my bio for all readings. I may do like a Halloween discount or like a little percentage off. I'm not too sure at the moment. But yeah guys, I hope you all like this video. If you do, make sure to like the video. Comment down below what you guys liked about it. Comment down below if you're trying this on yourself, and subscribe to my channel. So thank you all so much for watching.
Blame, shame. These bitches thought the day was in my lane. Think they compare these hoes must be insane.